Brandon Buckingham just
you shut up right now.
Delivered the greatest, most unhinged.
Why is his glasses crooked? What the? Yo, and he look fried. Look, he look high as hell. That's how my Sims look when I gave him too much cocaine. That's how Waffles be looking. Is his face crooked? I'm weak. No. It's just always crooked. It's like his glass is too small for the bridge of his nose. I don't know. He sat on them or something. Y'all want to see? Did anyone else say something about the glasses? Please, Lord. Damn, what happened to Yo, I'm not taking my foot off these internet niggas' neck, okay? I don't care if you're a rapper. I don't care if you're an artist. I don't care if you're education. I don't care if you're a part of Congress. If you see it, I'm glad you see it, because what happened? God damn. I hope he fixed it throughout the video, because I know he could feel the difference. This glass is not, this side not even touching that cheek. This
Brandon Buckingham just delivered the greatest, most unhinged.
Duct tape in the middle. Bruh. Duct tape ain't helping this.
Hood vlog I've ever witnessed in my life. So shout out to Brandon Buckingham, man. That's my guy. All right. Now, the hood vlog was with the Avalon Gangsta Crips of
like the shit on top of his nose. Like the glass is supposed to be here. My nose don't even do that. Is it because he ain't got no nose bridge? What's going on? But then I feel like if he did open up the glasses here to sit on his nose, the glasses gonna look so far apart. It's gonna look.
Los Angeles. The most famous member of the Avalon Gangsta Crip is my guy right here called Cartoon 53.
What Cartoon 53 with an eyebrow piercing? Let me shut up. I live in California. I need to shut the fuck up. Let me shut up. I don't walk past a few big boys that look like this, and they had tongue rings. God damn, take them off.
Now, Cartoon 53 has a YouTube channel. He's a content creator, and he pushes positivity. So he's the one that brought Brandon Buckingham back to sort of show what the Avalons is all about. Depending on how long you've been a subscriber of this channel, then you would know that me and Cartoon has had our run-ins in his YouTube streets.
So when y'all had y'all run-ins, did he ball your glasses up?
Ultimately, we were able to actually meet up at Street TV with Alex Alonso and Munch TV. And we had a great conversation, man. I met him in person. He's a good dude. I got nothing bad to say about him.
Like, it's crazy.
So when he brought Brandon Buckingham,
I can't even focus on the video itself because I'm looking at everything in the fucking glasses. He didn't even parallel park his glasses on his face.
To the park and to their neighborhood, Cartoon is all about positivity. So it started off as something really positive.
All right, check it out, you guys. Right now, we're in the mean streets of LA. I'm with the one and only
Mr. Cartoon 1, Eastside Avalon Gangsta Crip, 53rd Street.
So with the 5 tray Avalon Gangster Crips right now?
That's real.
It hurts, right? I'm trying to get my voice like that. I'm gonna do a Cali song. Staring in the sun.
That's real. You with us. You with us on that big bad east side.
And this is a rough area, I heard.
Very rough. You're gonna see a lot of stuff on YouTube. You're gonna see a lot of stuff on social media about different sets in LA. But now at the end of the day, this right here, we the oldest gang in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Avalon was one of the first Crips that started putting a name on it when East Side West.
Hey, bro next to him rubbing his knees and there's no knee. There's like he ain't got no legs. And no funny shit. They ain't checking on bro right here?
Avalon was one of the first. Let
me guess. He probably like the dude with no legs. He probably like the #1 ranking captain of the gang.
First Crips that started putting a name on it. When East Side, West Side Crips started breaking up and they start putting sets on it, this was the first one, Avalon Gangsta Crip.
Brandon did a very good job of highlighting the side of gangbanging that we don't see, which is the camaraderie.
So all jokes aside, but y'all probably gonna giggle at me anyway. Speaking of the dude in the wheelchair, so Crips. They use, I know some Crips, but I ain't never asked. But they not like West Coast Crip, they East Coast Crip. Anyway, I never got to really ask, like, about, like, why do they use the handicap sign? Is it just because it's blue? And, like, the handicap represents the word, the C word that rhymes with ripple? And that's why they call themselves the Crips? Because they represent the cripples. I know you ain't screamed Timmy in my chat. I'm asking serious questions. I'm telling y'all why black gangs entertainment, they don't run up on a tree ass like that. Yeah, try it. Yeah. I mean, might be. I mean, I have questions. I just want to know. And I think this man got whatever's shiny on the back of this couch, I'm hoping like it's like a thermostat or a wall switch, because I'm really starting to think it's a bottle of lotion. Don't let this camera focus up.
The brotherhood, the family. However, you know, with that also comes another side, and that side was also highlighted in the video. Now, I don't know how long ago this video was filmed, but with the Big U and the Rolling 60 Rico currently going on, I just think that certain things that were done in this video wasn't wise and smart. Like, for example, in the video, a particular member was talking about how when...
If it's your man cave, lotion on the couch wouldn't be diabolical if it's your man cave. It's proper.
Dudes come to LA, they're going to get robbed and booked if they don't move a certain way.
Who is getting robbed? I've been here, never
quite
been
qualify
robbed.
That other people are gonna do
House
it.
caught on fire?
He kept saying we, as in
catching on fire here.
Me and
no,
which was very dicey, especially when we're.
I'd have been on Normandy. I'd have been on Hoover. I'd have been on Slauson. Everywhere that they say ain't safe, I done been there. Nothing happened. South Central, bro, was going there damn near every day on a daily basis. Business Skid Road. Literally, I don't be having no. It's literally hot. Like when I'm in going in between transportation and the nicer areas where the crazy stuff happens.
We're currently dealing with Big U facing an extortion in a RICO.
And in another interview, he explicitly says if you come into his hood with jewelry on, he will rob you.
This is called a stoli. Yeah, this is when you whoop a take it.
Yeah, and it's just like these funny voice having ass motherfuckers. Y'all wasn't expecting me to say that, my bad. Excuse my French. These funny voice, prepubescent having men. You think I'm gonna take you serious and you about to rob me with that voice? If you don't get on my face, I'm gonna giggle. Then on top of that, while I'm giggling, you're gonna be so focused on the fact that I'm 4'11", why is she giggling and I'm about to rob her while you cocking back, shake. Bro, what? I got a boomerang in my pocket. I'm gonna beat you to death with my boomerang. Stop playing with me. What? And y'all stupid anyway. And then you're not gonna expect me to be walking around with a boomerang. You try to rob me, I'm gonna see the shit coming from a mile away. I'm gonna throw the boomerang. It's a boomerang with sharp edges. I'm gonna put my Falcon glove on. Throw the boomerang. You're gonna wonder why she got a glove on, that big ass glove, and threw that thing. And then by the time your head off, your body walking, your head off. And now I'm gonna get your stoli.
You come out here looking like a gazelle, it's lions out here. This is not no playground. You come out here with them nice jewels on, thinking you from out of town.
This ain't no playground. I'm from out of town. I ain't finna be no jungle gym for nobody.
I know, I ain't from out here. All right, you'll figure it out. We're gonna book your stupid ass.
And I'm gonna boomerang your stupid ass, and I'm gonna have your head. What Mona Leo said? She said, "Bitch, I want your head on the nightstand." Then I'm having shit.
Come to LA, you should just wear your Apple Watch.
If you somebody magnificent, you somebody famous, don't wear nothing. And you better have an entourage of a gang of lions with you. Don't bring your partners, because they gonna get robbed too. We know they don't let.
I'm gonna bring my friends so you can rob your friends. I'm gonna go on your phone, text your friends, act like I'm you, and be like, yeah, on crib, on 5-5, pull up. We gonna drink some beers. And as soon as you pull up, I'm a boom right there too. My Stoli gonna be up 10 points, 50 points.
No motherfucker on that airport. So you coming over here with no weapons. We don't care about no security guards, and the police ain't gonna get here quick.
This ain't the.
This nigga stupid. I'm sorry. Who lied to them and said you can't bring no guns to the airport? Who said we can't? Who? Let me understand something. Who? That's why y'all niggas go to jail for all them times, cause y'all not reading this. Y'all exact. That's speaking of chat. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all think I be making these commands for shits and giggles? It's for you to read. I want y'all to be educational. I want y'all to keep reading, okay? Because what if you get into a law situation and you need to read and you ain't reading, now you're doing 50 life. The same equivalent as now you in California and you ain't got no... You can't have a yeah. You can do it. You can do it. Because who told this crack baby? Yeah, that's a meth baby. Because they dropped out of school. Probably. Now they probably went to school. I don't know what they teaching the kids in school. I didn't learn some stuff. Y'all not even learning the same history. Then took Harriet Tubman off the railroad, the Underground Railroad. Y'all seen that? It's getting crazy. I'm not listening. Look, don't listen to nobody from California. I asked the girl who was on the $5 bill. She told me Thomas Edison. Go look at the vlogs. She didn't know who was on the $5 bill. I rest my case.
The type of vernacular you want to have in this particular era of LA politics, man. Because right now, I feel like the people who are doing LA podcasting or LA content, they know the feds is watching everyone because the feds have listed LA podcasts in indictments before. So when you talking like this, you just painting a big X red target and on your back for the feds to say, okay, well, let's start looking at that one.
Yo, Flakko.
Listed LA podcast in indictments before. So when you talking like this, you just painting a big X red target and on your back for the fans to say, okay.
Where's the rest of his hands? Yo, look at his little hands. Oh my God. Cause why is your hands that little? Is my hands that little? Look, I'm sorry. Look, oh my God. It make him look like now like looking at his hand shape, like if no one was to see Poetik Flakko in real life, they would think he's a 4'3" man with his legs swinging his computer chair because his hand size.
Well, let's start looking at that one. Because things that were going on in LA, like extortion and robberies, were happening too frequently and too often that people begin to think this is just the normal way of life. But once the Big U indictment happened, now people are realizing, oh no, extortion is a literal federal crime, bro. Like they will come and get you. Now, this was foreshadowing for what was to come. Because right around like the 8-minute mark, I believe, the most interesting man I've ever seen in life.
I'll do it, but
Google Fi Wireless has flexible phone plans that keep your family safe and connected. There are plans for any budget.
I don't do music in the morning.
This is G homie, a little shy, everything, but you know what I'm saying. He a little shy, but. I walk this walk.
Yeah.
You understand me? A gangster is a gangster.
A gangster is a gangster.
Original. I walk this walk.
Yeah.
You understand me? A gangster is a
Them gangster war marks right there. The booty war. He sound like Fleece Johnson. He sound his dentures missing. Nah, it's just good tending his teeth. The majority of his mouth. This crazy. The police just be they see all them people outside. I'm like, yeah, no.
The gangster. You got to walk this walk. Cause you got to know what time it is.
He never said his actual name, but for the purpose of this video, we're gonna nickname him Jesus Christ Crippen.
For the purpose of the video, we're gonna call him Jesus Christ Crippen. What the kind of name is that? Brendan, stop. Brendan Buckingham, just stop interviewing these crazy
people. Wasn't the crack, baby. I was one of them putting the crack out there. And I redeemed myself when I found myself with God. But I'm still a gangster.
Who are these people?
So you have to find peace with God off some of that stuff you've done in the past?
California.
And you got to have love regardless if you're Crippen or whatever.
Jesus Christ Crippen is the main antagonist of this video. Something interesting that I observe with the Avalons is, now, when you think about a set, you think about the young homies being the wildest. The young homies being the ones who put in the most work. The young homies...
Nah, let me tell you something. These YNs ain't the craziest. It'd be these old YNs. The ones that they be like, I still got it. The ones you got watched, they'll crash out over a goddamn crumb on the table. Let you not pour that coffee right.
Who being the most turned. No. In this vlog, it became perfectly clear that the older homies ain't no busters, bro. The older homies were really active at some point in their life, it would seem. The older homies
what's pissing you off
is really about it even to this day, right? Because one of the older homies will come on camera, and again, if you like 50 plus years old, man, you're supposed to be, turned down. You're supposed to be
you gotta keep your hands
not a buster, but you're supposed to be more so leaning towards peace. That's not the case, man. They still on it.
So I represent Third Gang. My name.
I really thought Crip Mac was the only crazy looking one. These gangs, bro.
Little Bam Bam. I'm BK Bam, and I'll kill any slob any day.
What qualifies as a slob?
Nothing.
I got the blue rag.
Let's talk about blue handkerchief, blue.
So these are drunk homeless people that move underneath the guise of a gang that rocks the clean color blue. That get drunk. God damn, who was this in the bag? She got the guts with the waist train on. I know you ain't with them. You please tell me you with
rag
the
etiquette.
Yeah, but
what are you supposed to do with it? You put it in the back pocket?
You know what this rapper
He look young old right here to do with the braids. He just needs to stop talking.
This represent Crip. That mean I don't like bloods. I will kill you.
There you go again.
If you already knew bro was wild and you the biggest SBY, whoever your shirt says, you should just went ahead and punch him in the back of the head on Crib 55th. I'm just saying, I'm sorry. I'm not a game maker, y'all. I'm just saying what they say out here.
He's joking. Joking.
He ain't joking, but that ain't what we talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we understand we Crips. The homie a little drunk right now, so don't trip.
A lot of us got introduced to gangbanging through podcasting. I'm in LA, the home of gangbanging, but a lot of
I never got introduced to gangbanging through podcasting. You know how I got introduced to it? Started off with Bang Bro, but now I'm just joking. Anyway, Gangland on Vice TV. On Viceland, when they showed Gangland on A&E, that's how I got into it. That's how I started knowing some things, and then I started knowing about the real life people by watching the podcast and shit. But I didn't fault that he exploiting that, and then he over here working with the feds, getting them locked up, and now he better hurry up, make some money on to get the hell up out the way.
Gangbangers that I know or even see and all is from watching them on podcasts or meeting them on podcasts. But there's still another portion. Now, I'm not saying the dudes who do podcasts and the gangbang are jokes, but there's still another layer of gangbanging and, another demographic who would never come on a podcast, who has no type of aspirations to be famous. These dudes' entire life is gangbanging. And we're witnessing some of these people.
Like their whole life. I can understand if you get money from it. But you're not getting money from it. It's just living the life of it. I don't know.
And this right here is just the reality of some of these people ain't playing. It's not a joke.
Have you learned about gangbanging?
Some of these people live and breathe this. And if you run across them the wrong way, you disrespect them a certain way, bro. You come on these podcasts and talk about their hoods in a certain light, bro. You would die. A part of this video that made Brandon really rethink even coming was when a conversation about crip walking got potentially fatal.
And heritage that gets you what? I'm not saying you're giving back to the community, but it's like, I ain't gonna go into depth, but I heard I might talk about it in like 3 more days. I gotta see if Shorty gonna post, because she ain't posted like a couple days, but she like a credible source. I was doing my homework, but it's some shit that they doing out here that's coming about them people that be around Big U and that been on the podcast and you know them heritage. I wouldn't want to pick up. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Ain't talking about domestic violence, some other stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it got really bad really fast and guns got pulled. And the antagonist of this situation was no other than our boy Jesus Crippen.
Just look around. Can't be fake. We got some real killers out here. Don't let it get dark.
Did all the drinking.
Say what?
You done drunk all the drinking. We finna go get another.
I told you I really drink.
All right.
When it get dark, all they gonna do is fall asleep. And if it's really that dangerous, why you see the person right here selling their food, hot dogs, the wheels? Yeah, nah, bro, come on now.
Y'all got me half stepping out here.
It's gonna be all right, though. Yo, don't be
Big Daddy Kane style.
That's real, homie.
I love old school hip hop.
Oh yeah, me too.
All right, this next part is going to get crazy and highlights how quickly things can turn violent for those that live in the area.
So leaving high school, I went directly into the workforce.
Gangland, like, the whole purpose of like people forming the gangs back then was to have a sense of community, also protection, source of funding, a way to open businesses. It was never like meant to be this, you know, weaponized against each other or other people. You know, we were supposed to help uplift each other, but it was like a whole thing. Anyway, let me play this.
Over the years,
I wanted to ask, people talk a lot about crip walking. Is that a thing that has origins, or is that a new school thing?
Yeah, it got.
Let me tell you guys about my first day of public school when I was in 3rd grade. So 3rd grade, I used to go to a private school called Evangel Christian Private School in Chester, Virginia. Yeah. Then I transferred over to Ettrick Elementary in Ettrick, Virginia. And my first day in Ettrick Elementary, it was Yasmin. I forgot her last name. I think it was like something crazy. But anyway, she was the tallest girl in my class. Literally, was taller than all the teachers and the principal. So anyway, Yasmin crashed out that day. Yasmin crashed out. But anyway, let me tell you, before she crashed out, we went to the playground. She was like talking about all this like gang stuff. She was like, yeah, I'm Crip, I didn't even know what a fucking Crip was. Like, I was coming from private school. I'm like, girl, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, what? And then she was like, yeah, look what I can do. She was doing like the little Crip dance. I'm like, trying to mimic it. I couldn't do it. And then if y'all look at mine, I think it's the Hillbillies freestyle that I posted. I didn't know that bro was doing a gang dance, but yeah, I perfectly executed that. But yeah, y'all just be
it got origins, homie. You know, it's a dance that back in the 70s that the homies invented for us. You know what I'm saying? You know, us. If you can't see walk, you know, you call it crip walk. We say seat walking. If you can't see walk, something wrong, because we do this. It's a rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the sign of the times is, it's become mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around the world doing it.
It's almost just like them showing love. I feel like they wouldn't do the dance. They didn't think it was cool.
We didn't look at it as showing love. We look at it as them.
And I moved out here. But where I was at, oh my God, where I'm from, Virginia, it's a whole mix of people, like from people from overseas, coming from because I was stationed, like I'm near a base, a military base or whatever, but I'm also near like all this other shit, like crazy shit. It is a weird area, but it's a great area.
Healing our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Appropriating.
Right. Because they seen rap videos, they seen homies.
That's
That's them Hoovers right there.
Yeah,
man, no, cuz this ain't got nothing to do.
Bro, they beefing with everybody. Got problem with the Bloods, got problem with the Hoovers. This is what, man. But I think I understood what he was trying to say, but he never got a chance to get it off because the Hoovers got the Hoover stomp, right? That's their dance style. But their dance style is very similar to the crib walking. You almost can't tell the difference. So I believe the OG is trying to say, no, the people who took it and who are culturally appropriating our dance are the Hoovers. But he can't really get the words out, right? Because it comes across as dissing. And Cartoon didn't bring Brandon over here to capture them dissing. He brought him over here to capture the positive stuff. So then things just go left.
Sit up there and trying to down us.
No, cuz it ain't got nothing to do. We talk about
that's the Uncle Ruckus of the gang. He gonna be the one you gotta watch. He gonna be the one that's gonna start the gang war. I ain't gonna lie. Midwest definitely like that. Yeah, I love when it's like a big mix. Cause it's like you really can do whatever. Like I met a girl when I was out Van Nuys or something like that. She getting married, moving to Virginia. She stay in the Anaheim area where a lot of like the Armenians and the Persians stay at. But yeah, she's moving down there. It's like all types of people down there. All types. I ain't gonna lie.
No. Who was trying to down us?
Ex-con.
You got an example of crib walking for it?
Ex-con. Who was trying to down us?
You think the Hoover Stomp's trying to take the crib?
Put it up there.
Yeah, he wants that. Julian?
Put it up there. Hey, who was trying to down us?
No, they don't.
Who was trying to down us?
Why the fuck they give him the microphone? Hey yo, me personally, I wouldn't have let him. Like, first of all, he looked like he my height. I would have mushed his ass down, took his cane, and got my microphone. No. Bad Smigo. Would have booped him on the head.
Who was trying to down us?
With the mic. Hey yo, you telling me you know an unk like this?
Wrong shit. Come on, man.
Cuz you doing the wrong thing.
What's wrong with you, nigga?
Keep telling you.
Everything good, right? We're good.
Sit your ass back, nigga.
Y'all took his cane. Oh, he can walk just fine without that cane. Can he?
I'm doing the wrong thing. You better chill your old ass out, Red.
Is it the liquor?
Yeah.
Check it out at Planet Fitness. You can get free fitness training.
We're mixing it up.
We're not slowing down. I'm checking my form.
55. Shout out to Brandon because I feel like Brandon handled this correctly and properly.
He handled it correct. He didn't even get his mic back. I'm gonna snatch my mic back. For this big boy over here, about drop you on your head.
But you're about to watch Brandon's life flash before his eyes. And this is one of the reasons why I don't do hood vlogs, because there's just too many variables going on that I'm not in control of. And you're about to watch that happen in real time. So a simple question about a dance turned into an argument.
I'm not playing with no gangbanging elderly. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You got green in your beard, you gangbanging. No, I'm not gonna do this with you. You finna make an example out of me. Old school.
And then that argument turned into somebody clutching on a gun.
Alcohol done got to him.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons you shouldn't drink alcohol. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's why some of them shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen.
Make tempers flare.
Yeah, make tempers flare.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cause any issues.
I ain't tripping. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait.
This is the moment he pulls his gun out, and I can't fault my camera.
Crippin' Christ over here got a blinking boy. The cane then turned to a gun. I knew it.
Cameraman for missing the shot, because all we're thinking about in this moment is we hope he doesn't shoot.
We're good. We don't want no issues. Bro is gripping on his gun.
Those some of the things that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Brick Baby, because he told me something that might apply to this. And I heard it from Brick Baby and other people as well. There's a slogan or a term going around called, "You're not a rolling 60 until you kill a rolling 60." And that just highlights how much inner turmoil exists when it comes to gangbanging, right? Like the people that you should inner turmoil until you kill, or a term going around called, "You're not a rolling 60 until you kill a rolling 60.
Now I'm gonna go ask cause I know one outside. I'm like, can I ask you something? It's nothing political, nothing like that. I'm just trying to understand the culture out here. Cause he know I be asking questions. I'm just like, yo, what's up with this? Cause I watched he banged on somebody before. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, bro. He's like, my bad. And I'm like, hell no, I gotta go now. My bad. I gotta go.
And that just highlights how much inner turmoil exists when it comes to gangbanging, right? Like, the people that you should be most afraid of, or, you know, like, you have a higher probability of being killed or dying within your own gang than you do from an opposition or an op. And that's just the reality of it. So when this dude start clutching, bro, if cameras weren't there, he probably would have sprayed that whole park up. And
so on homie day, you gonna air all the homies out, so you gonna be the only homie for next homie day. That's crazy. You gonna have to re-up the whole gang. You gonna get new recruitments. You gotta get up if he let you ask questions and he answer them honestly. I mean, I be putting them on the shit. I'm like, look, don't do this today, because they down there doing that. I'm cool with everyone. I don't do anything. They see what I do. They see that stream. They see that I do the content. When you be nice, you treat people with respect, especially with respect, because I'm not going to avoid, like, I see hella people walk past them every day and they, like, avoid eye contact. They mumble on their breath. I don't do all that. Hey, how you doing? I speak to everybody the same. What's up?
Took one of his homies' life. That's just how it goes. Now, the situation appeared to be diffused to right now, but apparently...
And I met Unc because I had got lost on my first day to work, and then Unc was school with my friends, and then he was like, oh, that's you? I see you every day going to work. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know, what's up? He's like, I didn't know that you be doing little questions with these cool people. And then he's like, you ever need something, let me know. So I just be asking questions. I just be trying to understand stuff.
Apparently, you know, like Jesus Crippen and others were on the opposite side of the park trying to handle the situation, and things just got progressively worse. And it got so bad that Cartoon had to say, yo, let's stop filming for a little bit. Let me go handle that. I'll be back.
I was tripping for a second. I was like,
look, listen.
Yeah,
we got it though. We got it at the same
time. I got to deal with this situation right here.
Yeah, it's popping off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna me personally. I'm going to have to deal with it.
Let's squash that for sure.
You're gonna have to punch him in the head. You're gonna get the punishment.
The situation that just happened on camera was the one guy obviously has a real problem with the Hoovers.
He had some
and then Cartoon didn't want to put out there that there was negativity with the Hoovers because he's on good terms, and there was just a big issue that popped off, and the dude.
So Trippin' Christ got issues with the Hoover. Everybody else don't. Trippin' Christ trying to start some shit.
Pulled out like whipped
air
out.
the park out and then blame it on the Hoovers. I already see it. Trippin' Christ was going to air the park out and he was going to like, yeah, it was the fucking Hoover's fault.
Immediately.
We witnessed a little bit of like what happens is like self-regulation here. The situations that have built up in places like this, a single image, a single thought, a single word.
Yeah.
You say the wrong word,
much deeper consequences.
Yeah, because they carry a lot of emotion in these blocks. It's never going to be 100% safe.
You can't film it. That shit wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
We could have filmed the altercation.
It wasn't even all that's regular.
I'm trying to be a Fed to pull up on like.
No, I got you.
And
Good
then
looking
y'all
out.
would have knocked his wig off, but like, hey yo, why you filming shit? It's the
I was just gonna let y'all handle your situation.
We handled it. Everything.
We shut it down.
Cool. Yeah, we good, man.
You got right to gripping. No, that was crazy.
Wait, they got Cali shags out here? Bro got a shag.
Right to gripping. That was crazy.
Yeah, you know, shit happens, and you would never think an old guy like that, huh?
No, I thought we were having a good time.
Yeah.
Me and Brandon had some issues in the past, I believe, over his YBC dual vlog. I call that voyeurism. I essentially said Brandon sort of went to those people's environment to cause issues. Now, we sort of talked it over. You know, I've had a change of mind since, and I won't consider this voyeurism or even exploitation, to be honest. These dudes are 50 and 60-year-olds. They invited Brandon over. You know, they seen enough of his work.
He's not blaming Brandon right now because he really don't like elderly gangbangers. That's really what it is. If it was YNs doing this, he would have blamed Brandon.
To where they believe that, you know, he would come and deliver and sensitively portray their story, in which he did, right? So I haven't seen anybody asking him to take down a video. So just because he's white, I don't feel like we should now say that he's he's a colonizer or an exploiter for filming this when they invited him. You know, they probably got paid, I would imagine. You know, and it looks like they're perfectly fine with whatever came out, you know.
Did y'all notice this whole video? His eyebrows stayed up. They never came down.
So shout out to Brandon, bro. I enjoyed this. It was entertaining and educational. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of content like this? All right, do you guys?
I feel like it's dangerous because I don't want the younger generation to feel like this is the way to go to get content, to get views, and then they want to change to something else. I feel like, especially people that live in our environment and they see these streamers and they see these YouTubers and they see these podcasts and they be like, oh, I can do that because I live in the center of it. It's very risky. It's very dangerous. I don't recommend you do it, but if you believe in yourself and you believe that you know, covered in the blood of Jesus, proceed to do so with caution. They holding his glasses. I know he sat on them. This is what y'all closing statements. That's what y'all closing statements are. That's what y'all want to say at the end of the video. That's it. Okay, I love you guys too. I feel like I feel like that's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think. I stream here on Twitch. If you guys want to see the live and give your input, come to Big Sexy Des. Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, you name it, I'm there. Even on Reddit. Yeah, come to the Reddit. Yeah. 2 new music videos out on the Mama Des channel, and then the 411 Gamer channel. You know, we got the gaming content. Media Crash Out is where you viewing this, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think.